Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. I believe we all did our assignments.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask something. Um, to the number here, what's the rate of people using smartphone and system here? No
Very
answer to that.
high. Very high.
Smartphone. Most of you
Yes.
use smartphone.
Yes.
Smartphone is higher than laptop. Oh.
Okay. All right, fine. No problem. Um, is any of you also familiar with Pixel app? Or you all just only use Canva? All right, since I'm not getting a response, let me just go ahead what we have tonight so that that will not waste our time. Okay, so we discussed yesterday about what is it called? Principle of design. So we're having a continuation of it today, which is typography and color. All right. So today will be typography and color, and we are creating a simple design to apply it to what we are going to do. Okay, so now let me go ahead and share my screen and continue with what we have for us tonight. Okay, all right. I want to share my screen right away. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen right away now? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So before I go to typography and what is it called? Typography and color, which we have tonight, and the practical design. This this what is it called? This principle keep my mind. It is called tracking and canning. Tracking and canning, and I'm glad I'm able to recall so I can explain to you what is meant. It said tracking. Tracking is the reduction and increasing space horizontally. If we are talking about horizontally, please along the way, if you cannot hear me, I cannot hear myself, please notify me. All right, so let me go ahead. So as I was saying, tracking is the reduction or increasing space horizontally. When I'm talking of something related to horizontally, let's say, how will I put this? Let's say from the left to the right. Why can reduction of or increasing of space to the words increasing of space vertically? That means scanning that is up to down. Let me show you what I'm trying to say here. Let me show you what I'm trying to say here so you can understand what I mean by tracking and canning. Tracking and canning is very important in design. That is what creates an harmony for your design. You don't just being to just look as just anyhow. Now, let's say that I type out a text like this. Okay, this Loreps Usum. All right, perfect. Now, if we take a look at this now, I want to talk about tracking here. You will notice something about this text. Now, this text of a thing is something that is like, you take a look at it. There are spaces. Now, let's say I don't like these spaces to be that obvious. I wanted to close it so that it will not be too wide. I will just go ahead to reduce this set to say you can see the English in that for the just set tracking for selecting. So now I want to work with tracking. Do you see? I can either reduce the size. This is what I just did is what we call tracking. I just what reduce the size. I don't know if I can see a design that it was applied on, or did I create? Let me see if I myself created a design that is related to it. Tracking. Tracking. I'm trying to see if or maybe I have a design that I did that related to the track. Okay, just give me like 1 minute. I want to see if I can find. The design I did that related to that tracking. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. Since I can't find it, but that shouldn't waste our time. Let me just go ahead and continue. Now, yeah, now if we take a look at this right and grow, notice that yes, it is kind of closer to each other. I'm trying to let me search for a better design. Let me see if better design. I want you to understand what I meant by this tracking. So tracking is just like from left to the right. Is either you increase it to suit the design or you reduce it to suit the design. Any of the two. That's just the work of tracking. All right, perfect. I can see one. I can see one already that I can use to show you a sample. Now, if we take a look at this happy birthday now, okay, this one will be used for canning. This is canning. Canning. You either increase the spaces of the text. You either increase the spaces of the text or you reduce the spaces of the text vertically to suit what you want you to do. I don't know why this one is not displaying. Let me download it so I can show you what I'm trying to say. It's not only for what is it called? It's not only for better designer, it applies to any design. Any design. Now, if you take a look at this happy birthday now, this happy birthday, you notice that there are spaces in between the happy birthday, even though this same the hand, thank God, this same text depicts that same canning and that same cracking. Now, if you ask me what they did here is that for this happy birthday text, what they did here is that they make use of increasing the spaces of each letter, increasing the spaces of each letter, meaning that they apply canning by what? Increasing the spacing. You either increase the spacing to fit what you want, or you decrease the spacing to fit what you want. Now, this is canning. Canning, you see, vertically up to the down, up to the down, up to the down. Why also vertically vertically as well? If you can bend if you can bend your phone screen as you're taking a look at what I'm doing, you know that there are spacing in between the word this happy. That is also what tracking. Let me see if I can press enter. I'm trying to okay, perfect. Now look at this text now. Let's say you just type out a text or you type out whatever you want to type out. And you notice that these texts are together, but you don't want it to be a far away from each other. You go ahead to apply what refers to as tracking and canning. Sorry, canning. Do you see the spaces in between it? So you go ahead and apply what we call canning by what? Closing the space. That means you reduce it to fit what you want. So what I did here is what we call canning. And for tracking, that means you want to what? Increase the what? Increase the space. Increase this what? Spaces horizontally. You either reduce it or you increase it. Both are what? Canning and tracking. Do you guys get what I just explained? Do you? Let me see if you guys understand what I just explained.
No, sir. Please come
All
again.
right. All right. Which of it? Wow, additional GBU speaks lab. That's great of you. Which of it? Let me know, please.
Both. Like, explain again.
All right. Can you read it for us? The meaning of tracking, Gloria.
Tracking is a reduction or increasing space horizontally,
Yes.
while
This
canning is
no, just only tracking alone. This applies only towards to text, to typography, to font. You are increasing it to create what we call harmony in design. Now, when I'm talking of tracking, this is tracking. You notice that this text has too many spaces that you can see, but you want to either increase it or you either decrease it to fit what you want. That's the work of tracking. Now, perfect. If we take a look at this Pelumi graphics, why is it not showing again? Let me download it. If we take a look at this Pelumi graphic, this is what I'm talking about here. This here, Pelumi, Pelumi N graphics. What he did or she did here is that he increased the spaces by applying what we call what tracking. What he did here is what we call tracking. What he did here is what tracking. He either increase or reduce the space, but instead what he did was that he increased the spaces in between the text horizontally. Why as well you can see some other people that they are going to close the spaces, just like this person did here. For the happy birthday, this person over here what closes the spaces. Tracking. So now that's not about tracking. Now I want you to now read now the definition of what of canning. What's the meaning of canning? And Gloria,
sorry, I'm here. Is a
the
reduction
definition
or
of canning.
increasing space vertically.
Vertically. So when I'm
Yeah.
talking of canning, this is canning, Kerning. This is that there are spaces in between it. Now, if we take, let's see if there's a design for me to show you. Now, same thing. Yeah, this happy birthday. When I'm talking of vertically, that's up and down, up to down, up to down, up, down, up, down. But horizontally, left, right, left, right. So now, canning. Look at this happy birthday now. Let me type it out in this place. HAPP, birth, happy birthday. Perfect. Now, if you take a look at this happy birthday now, you notice that number one, there are too much of spaces in between the text, both vertically and horizontally. So now I cannot leave it this way. It can work for the rest of other text, but for what I want to do, it cannot work for it. So what will I do? I'm going to apply what we call canning. What is canning? Canning tells you that you are increasing or you are decreasing the spaces vertically. That means up and down, up and down, up, down, up, down. So up, down. So this happy birthday. So I want to what? Increase the space so I can see the text clearly. So what I just did now is what we call canning. Now, if you now take a look at that same text, the spaces are too much. If you take a look at it, the spaces are too much. The spaces are too much. So what will I do instead? I'm going to decrease the spaces so that it fits what I just did. So I just did what we call canning now. Do you see how I decrease the spaces? So that's just the meaning of canning and tracking. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Anyone?
Yeah, sorry. How did you make the happy birthday big? It was small before.
Do you use Photoshop?
Photoshop, no.
And this is what I did. This happy birthday over here, as it is like this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I hold Control and I press letter T. You can notice that there's what we call this what is it called? There's this triangle selection that was highlighted because I hold Control and T. Then I drag it in each of this layer here to make it bigger.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
just did any of the two. All right. Now to today's session, which is what is it called? What is English? Typography. So we are getting to the, how will I put it in English? Where is the typography? Okay, the guy typography. All right. Can someone read the definition of typography for us?
Typography. This principle is the selection of typeface, font, and the right sizes that are best for the message the design conveys.
Yeah. So if you take a look at typography, it's like a family. Each family, you cannot tell me that the family of Tirubu, they are the same thing with the family of what is it called? Of Buhari. And if you take a look at it, the family of Yoruba, you cannot tell me that they are the same thing with the family of Hausa. So all of these are very different. Now, when we are talking of typography to what it is, it is divided into two segments. Should I use segments? Anyway, let's say two parts. Typography. The first one is called typeface, while the second one is called font. Now, can someone read the meaning of typeface for us?
This encompasses a distinct, distinctive lettering style.
Distinctive
Distinctive,
lettering style.
yeah, lettering style.
Now, let me break it down for you. What is meant by the distinctive lettering style? If we are talking of typeface, if you take a look at, there are some people. How many of you can notice that without you telling some people that that is your brother or that is your sister, they will tell you that, wow, is that your sister? Have any of you encountered that before?
Yes.
Perfect. So
Yes, sir.
that's the meaning of typeface in font. Like this Sora is the name of a font, but this is the typeface. Now, in that same family that we have, not everybody in the family will have the same stature. Some people might be what? Some people might be tall. Now, some people are short, some people are fat, some people are thin, some people are whatever. Our stature are different. That is the meaning of font. He said it encompasses variation in size, as I mentioned, weight within the typeface. This same Sora, this font is the Sora. This same font is Sora. That's the name of the font. But in that same typeface, we now have it in weight and in what? In sizes. Sora thin, Sora extra light, Sora light, Sora regular, Sora bold, Sora extra bold. Let me see if I did a design that I used once. It's like this, yes. There's a design I used that I did perfect. It is a font that I use, just one font that I use for this design. This
Which
one,
is
you know that this is M that we're taking, 6M that we're looking at is the one that is bolder enough. But still same thing is the same font that I use. What am I trying to say here? Typography as it is the principle of selection, the typeface, font, and the right size that best fits for a design. Just what you see over here, I use one same font for this design, but if you take a look at this same font, notice that I use what we call the font. Some are light. This estate in Ekpe, it is light. This one here is bold. This one here is semi extra bold. So choosing in typography is like you choosing the right font typeface in sizes that fit in the design to what you want to communicate. That is what it refers to as what? Typography. So as I was saying, that in that same typography is now we have typeface. That is how the person look like. When you see somebody from one family, that's the family of Ladbaja, because if you look at the appearance of the person. But if we are talking of the font, you're not talking about how the person is what? Is short, is tall, is big. Yeah. So that is that about what typography of a thing. But there's this thing I want you to there's this thing I want you to notice. In that same font, these fonts that we are talking about, it has another branch again. This same font that we are talking about, it has another branch. And the branch is what? Serif, sans serif, decorative, script fonts. All these fonts has their message. Just like the last born of the house, he or she is the person that always wash plates. Or the other one, if anything happened to the junior ones, the other one will be the one to be responsible for it. So each of us now has their own roles, just as this font. So as I talk of font, so in this type of font, there is serif, there is sans serif font, there is decorative font. If we are talking of serif are fonts that has a sharp edges. Let me Google it so that you can see what I'm trying to say. Serif fonts. Let's all see the meaning it's going to give us. They are the fonts that has what? That has the sharp edges. Serif fonts. Let's see the meaning it's giving us. They are fonts that has sharp edges. Okay. Now take a look at this now. Do you see? This is an example of a serif font. Do you see? It has a sharp edges. The edges are sharp. Let me bring out a font over here that is sans serif. What's font's name? Okay, yeah, perfect. Look at this happy birthday now. There is a sharp edges around this happy birthday. Do you see sharp edges? This happy sharp edges. Now, they are called serif fonts. Why are they called serif fonts? Can someone tell us why is it called serif fonts? Can someone read it for us?
These are fonts that have a sharp edges, strokes at the end of their characters. It can be used in designs for headings like birthday flyers, luxury brand, church flyers, and the rest.
God bless you. So can see that this is a serif font. It's easier for you to watch and identify it. It has chuku chuku, chuku chuku, chuku chuku. There's a chuku chuku all around it. There are chuku chuku all around it. So what's the use of this kind of font? This kind of fonts are used for what? Birthday flyers, luxury brand, church flyer, and the rest. To your own understanding now, I will tell you that is what you can use it for, to your own understanding. But later on, when you now started growing, you're able to what, navigate. You first of all be obedient to the rule. Then later on, you break the what? You break the rule. But don't go and break, because I said break, don't go and break the rule that is going to lead you to trouble. I did not say that. All right, so let me continue. So now, if we take a look at this design right here now, this design right here, let me download this so it can be visible enough for you to see, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. I said these serif fonts can be used for what? For a birthday design. Look at this celebrating. You see that this celebrating has a sharp edges. This font is what kind of font is this? It's called serif font. This, even the name, can you see the name as well? So this will help you. It will help you to quickly narrow down what you want to do, so that you not be disturbing yourself that what kind of fonts do you use. So each of the fonts has their roles. You don't go ahead to just use any fonts you prefer to use or whatever you want to use. These fonts has their roles. They have what they are doing. Now, this same where are we? Is this where we are? Oh, have I closed it? Okay, serif fonts. So that's that about what? Serif fonts. So after serif font, we have sans serif font. Can someone tell us the meaning of sans serif font?
These are fonts
that don't have sharp edges, strokes at the end of their characters.
Instead,
it has plain edges. It can be used in designs for headings, subheading, body, and the conclusion, like birthday flyer, conference design, church flyer, and the rest.
Thank you. Who can tell me what make the what who can tell me the difference between this sans serif and serif? Who can tell me?
For the sheriff,
Sans
it has sharp
serif has
edges.
sharp edges,
Then
while
why for the
sans
tank sheriff, it does not have
does
sharp
not have.
edges.
God bless you. You are brilliant. It has a smooth edges. Smooth edges. Smooth edges. Like smooth. Let me smooth. It has a smooth edges. Can you see? There's no shuku at all. It has a smooth edges. So everything has their own meaning. So it can be used for what subheading. Let me see if there's a design that I did that I added all of this. Okay. Do you see this wording now? I use what? Sans serif. Do you know why I use this kind of sans serif fonts for it? So that it can pass that message. There's this feel that the font will give you. It's just like when you see a policeman, if you know that this is a policeman, this is the work of this is the roles of the policeman. It's like when you see this paper, this is this is the work of the person. So I don't just use this kind of Shibichuku font, this serif font because I like it. No, I use it because it will communicate the message. And you see, wedding anniversary. And if you now take a look at this, the subheading, I use what we call what sans serif. I use what we call sans serif. As I said here, it can be used for heading, can also be used for subheading and body. Because reason for me using it is because it should be visible enough for anyone to read it. Do you see? It will be visible enough for someone to read. So that's the work of what the sans serif font. You can also see it also has some other meaning that you can also use for what for subheading, conference design, short flyer, and the rest. So after that again, we have another one again, which is called decorative
Decorative
font.
font.
You can tell us what is talking about.
These are fronts that are artistic in styles to bespeak a certain mode. It can be used in design like beam board, logos, posters, book covers.
Yeah. So you can see even the name himself has already given you. I've already given you what the meaning himself of what we call decorative fonts. Decorative. So he said these are fonts that are used that are at hand. Someone asked me yesterday that artistics that how can you do what is how can you create an artistic font or whatsoever? Can the person now repeat the question again? Is the
He
person
said
around?
he said
Is
the
it
all
is,
the
is he here? Hold on, is he
no, he's
here?
not here. He's not here. I don't think
Ah,
so.
he's not here. That means we'll go and listen to the recording. All right, so what did he say? Can you remind me what he said?
He was asking about the front that you can use to decorate, like the artistic front. The
Okay.
like if you want to, sometimes when you want to write jubilation, there are certain way you can write jubilation that it will be looking artistic in nature.
Yeah.
That was what he was talking about.
Like if like yeah, I get you. I get you. If we take a look at this, okay, it's not this one. It's not this one. Launch. Oh, I do not see what I want to use for something. All right, so now let me break it to this app, this software that I seen, Adobe Illustrator 2022, 2020, this Adobe Illustrator are what you can use to create it. You know that all this kind of logo stuff. He even said it can be used to design like a billboard, logos, posters, and book covers. Now, If you take a look at this artistic, if you want to create this artistic style of font, it has to deal with what we call white space, the negative spaces. If you take a look at this design over here, you will notice that there's a way I design is that the D, the D are what are interlocking each other. They are facing opposite side. They are facing the opposite side of each other. D. So this creating of this one just involve negative space, like adding a stroke on this, then merge it together. Then afterward, you use eraser to clear it up, or you use the marquee tools and merge it. But that is the professional side. So if you are creating this side, there's a way. Now, if you take a look at this D, it's not just that I decided to do the letter D like this because I feel like doing it, but it's because it's referring to what we call wedding and anniversary. So it's like when they are together. So your design also has a message that is passing through. So creating all this artistic font it requires like a creative thinking for you to be able to come up with. So this is kind of what the decorative. So that is the work of the decorative font. Decorative font. So it's easier for you to get and download it. And which the finally is what the script font. Who can tell us the meaning of the
Are
script font?
fonts that are follow suit handwriting or calligraphic styles, cursive or elegant. It can be used in designs for subheading, invitation, wedding cards.
God bless you. Do you see? So all
Yeah.
these fonts I just explained to you that I'm just telling you, it has the meaning. You don't just go out to use any kind of font that you prefer. Look at this script font. It said it can be used for subheading, which that has a design that I did that I use it for subheading. Let me see if I can find one of it. Um, okay, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't. Okay, it's like if I can find it. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. So it's like an handwriting, like a script font, like an handwriting, like a script font that you use. I can't find it. But the definition is I've already given you what is missed. So if you want to like invitation card, wedding cards, it can be used for also subheading. Script font. Another name for script font is like handwriting. It's just like handwriting or a calligraph handwriting. So there's this website that you can get all of these things that I just mentioned. The website is DAFONT. That font. That font. If you click on it, then let's wait for it to look. Now, if you come over to this place, let me zoom it more so you can see what I'm trying to say. Uh, the zoom is not okay. Now, if we come over to this, what is it called? Do you see basic here? Can anyone see this basic I'm highlighting?
Yes.
Basic.
Yes.
On that,
Yes.
thank you. On that basic, you can see sans serif. If you click on it, sans serif, all what is going to show you is the variety of a font that I was sans serif. Do you see the example of it? Sans serif. And
Did you
if
say
you go back
font?
to yes, if you go back to that basic as well, if you click on serif, it's going to show you the categories of a font that are what serif. Why is it not? Is it taking time?
Sorry, are you saying font or typeface that are serif?
Yes, yes.
Typeface, okay.
So all this, yes, perfect. These are what serif. Do you see serif? Serif font has other one that has a sharp edges. And this same script, do you see that script now? This script over here, you can see calligraph, school, and writing brush. All of it, they are what referred to as script. You just click on it. Do you see? Script fonts. So it's easier for you to narrow down the kind of fonts that you want to download without any disturbance, just on this basic and script. And also, let me see if I can see. Yes, this fancy is what we call the decorative font that we are talking about. This fancy is what I just talked to you about, a decorative font. The decorative font. The decorative font. Why is it taking time to load? So this website I've already categorized, but it's not going to show you all this professional whatever text. Decorative. Do you see? Now, perfect. It will show you. Do you see this the decorative fonts now? Maybe you have an ebook cover that you want to design, and the ebook is like maybe you can write like maybe the title of the book is that a dream a glance of the star, or the moon, or whatever. You can just decide to use this kind of you can just decide to use this kind of font, this kind of decorative font, to pass the message of your of your ebook cover. Do you see? So this font, you just use it for your ebook cover. Let me search for ebook cover design. Let's see if there are some sample. It's not what I'm telling you here is that I just tell you the work of all these things that are doing, but it's not that it is a must for you to use ebook cover. Okay, yes, it will show us now. Now, this person over here use the fonts that were called decorative fonts.
Decorative fonts.
Let me download it so I can show you what I'm trying to say. This person over here used the font that is decorative. He said the timekeeper. If you take a look at this decorative font, just as if like the time is rotating. So the font has a feelings. There's a feeling that it's going to give. But if you take a look at the other design, this person over here use sans serif font. But I'm just telling you what this font can do. You can go ahead to navigate your way, but according to the rules that you have to follow as you are starting as a graphic designer, so that it will not be difficult for you. It is when you're not going up, your skill is not developing, that you cannot say that let me navigate in other ways. No, let me try this, let me try that. But for now, you just have to shine. Did you see this shine now? There's a ebook that I also did. There's this ebook design that I did actually. Why is it not showing me the? Let me. Okay, this you see. This is the ebook. The font I use here. The font I use for this ebook. The font I use for this ebook is what? It's sans serif. The font I use for this what is sans serif. You might be wondering that how come? Why did I use sans serif? I'm supposed to use
Serif.
So I know I'm supposed to use decorative font because it is so, but I find a way to still communicate it with the message. But I'm just telling you that what that font can do, you get me? The main importance of that font. It's just like when you have a shock board. You have a shock board. Normally on a chalkboard, what you use on a chalkboard is a white chalk, so it can be visible on it. But now there's no white chalk, but there's a red chalk. You get me? Sorry, please hold on for me. Let me pick this clock. Sorry for that.
Okay, no problem.
Just give me 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds.
Okay, sir.
All right. So as I was saying, so now there's no white stroke, and maybe the white stroke is already finished. Then you can go ahead to use the colored chalk, and see here it will be visible on the what on the black chalkboard, even though it might not be clearer enough. I just want you to know the basic of what you can use the font to do. That is why I'm explaining it to you guys, so you can well what understand. So before I go to color, is there not that want to tell me which website are you using to get those ebook cover templates? Let me type it out. Pinterest. Pinterest. You can even search it on Google. Pinterest. You can use free pick. We are going to get to that stage. You are going to get to that stage. You can use Wiki, you can even use Google. As I said, for us to be able to do graphic design, what app or software do we need to download? I don't even know how I'm going to take it. I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to take it. Okay, let me answer this before I go ahead. Is there any question on typography before I go to color?
No, sir.
That's for you. Is it speaking
Hello.
for
Yes, sir.
everyone? Okay, speaking for everyone.
I have a question.
Yes, I have a question.
I have a
Let
question.
Let George go ahead first.
I can observe that you have been using Photoshop. And this Photoshop, do you have a crack of it? Or if you don't have a crack of it, is there any way group can subscribe to it like Canvas, so you can be using it since you are in the field? We want you to enlighten us.
Yes, I'm using the crack fraction. And there's a way you can also pay for the pro version of the Photoshop as well. If you have someone that is into all this software whatsoever.
So sorry, I sorry to interject, please. I think for anything software related, right, including subscriptions, we can take them on our Telegram chats. We should take them outside this video. This video is recorded, and we wouldn't want to go against copyright, go into copyright issues. Thank you very much.
All right,
Okay, I have a question.
go ahead.
All right. So, you said sans serif can be used for subheadings, but are there like situations where sans serif can be used for like top headings, main headings than subheadings?
Sorry, can you repeat yourself?
I said, you said sans serif should be used for subheadings, but can there be situations where you can use them for the main headings, like you use for serif? Like, can sans serif be used for main headings instead of subheadings?
You are not enough
I'm talking.
follow. I get your
I'm
question.
talking of sans. I'm talking of sans serif fonts.
It sounds very fun. Yeah, yeah. If you
Yes,
follow,
not.
if you follow through, you said it can be used in design for heading. Do you see?
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Subheading, body,
Oh,
and the conclusion. This is the design that I did here. I use the font I use here is sans serif for the heading. It's because if
okay.
you follow through, you can be able to see it. Is that how before we go to color? Is there any question before we go to color? All right, I'll be
I
able
don't
to.
think there is any.
Okay. Okay. So this is now. This is now. I want us to do a practical of a design. But my question is, I have what I have with me now is I cannot use I cannot use Canva to explain myself because Canva will take a lot of my time or whatsoever. Or what I did, Okay, let's I don't even know. I'm thinking of using Photoshop for the practical. Is that fine? But you guys say
Yeah.
most
Sorry, I don't know how to use this Photoshop.
what do you use?
I've used Canva before once or twice, so but I'm not familiar with this Photoshop.
Okay. So as I'm going to Canva to do this, that means there's no excuses for any of you should not drop your assignment. Because after today, we are meeting again next week. We are meeting again next week. Okay, no problem. I'll use Canva. I'll use
Use.
Canva.
Oh,
Is that fine with all of you
it's
for
not
this
fine with
practical?
me. Yes, Canva is
No,
fine.
it's not fine with us. Oh.
Oh, it's not fine with me.
What's
Please.
Photoshop?
Yes,
No, yes,
it's
sir.
not.
Are you using Canva Pro or normal Canva?
I'm using normal
Normal
Canva. My subscription is already
Normal
over.
normal Canva is fine. Normal Canva is fine by me. I don't know how to use Photoshop.
Yeah, same
Or
here too.
Okay, so
should
sorry,
we this is
sorry to interject
should we do the
again.
two? Should we do the two tonight? Should we do the two tonight? Both Canva and Photoshop.
Ah,
Yes, I think
ah,
people that want to use Canva can use Canva. People that want to use Photoshop, they should just indicate it in the assignments that they used Canva.
Okay. All right.
Why don't we give the lecturer the leverage to teach instead of us trying to interrupt him? And we follow like that, and subsequently we'll be able to gain both Photoshop and Canva when we go through this course. I think it will be better like that.
Okay.
Please, can Photoshop be downloaded on any device?
Yes, but I'm using website. Oh, this is website. I don't want to download it on my app or my phone or my system. I'm using the
To, down,
website.
to download the Photoshop, you have to pay for it. Like most
No, no,
people are
no,
using
no,
the
no,
FAP
no.
version.
You don't. You don't. There's no crack for Canva. No, 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 no.
Okay, no, I was talking about Photoshop.
Okay, okay. All right. So before we go ahead to what about Canva operation, let me go ahead to what I was the last principle of design I want to touch, which is color. Color is very deep. It's very deep. It's very deep. I will not want to waste my time on it. It's very deep. It's very deep. But along the way, you find a way to also understand it. Like it's very deep. All right. So can I want to tell me what's the meaning of color over here?
Is the
it's the
visual
visual element that
element
is used to
that's
convey
used
a
to
message,
convey
evoke feelings, and
feelings and
influence
influence the
the
audience.
audience. See the way we dey drag for.
If you take a look at that English you know I'm supposed to have tell you what it means. There's a feel that the color gives. You notice that this on the norms, so we'll take a look at wedding. The use of suits and use of wedding gown is this white country cultural I'll see it. We just decided to just bring into our own cultural here in Africa. Well, our own is tradition. We just decided to just copy them. But what I'm not trying to say is that mostly some people, the whites, if they are mourning of someone that passed away, they'll put on black outfits all throughout. Why? So that it shows the meaning that they lost someone and just that. And that same black color, that same black color, black and white color, that same black and white color in Nigeria, chorister, some chorister use it to sing. It's not that they are singing for people that is mourning. They used to sing either to glorify God, to thank God, or it's a worship song. So what I'm trying to say tell you is that color has the negative meaning, and as well it has the positive meaning. And color of a thing is like it evoke a feelings, like there's a feelings of what it's trying to say. There's something is trying to pass out. There's something is trying to show. So if you take a look, I touched a little of it here. It said red refers to what? Danger. Just like the street lights pole. The street lights pole, when you see red, it's telling you that you have to hold your brake and wait till it turns to green before you move. It means danger. And that same red again also means love. And that same red again also means what? Courage. So color has the meaning. This blue color said refers to the meaning of what? Calmness, sensitivity. If you take a look at the green, it said nature, growth. There are some people that are involved in all these cream products, or what's organic products. Some of them might use green as a brand color because it's like they use nature to produce it. There's something also yellow. If you take a look at MTN is using white and yellow color. Yellow is their brand color. Joy, happiness. So MTN, like if you're using MTN, you'll be happy. You see, like the color has a meaning for what you're using it to do. You don't know why to just use any color that you prefer. You use the color because it has a meaning. MTN using a yellow color, it has this meaning. If you take a look at Prema Cool, if that Prema Cool soap, if you take a look, there is a blue color, calmness, sensitivity. So if you are using a color, now if you take a look at this design here, this design that I use over here, I did not use this color because I like it. I use this color because it has a meaning. Is there anything like? Is there anything like? What am I looking for? Okay, it has a meaning. I am using this word, this yellow over here, happiness. As it is that I tell you the meaning over here, happiness, joy, and this same red color, we find to as love. This white is just general, like pure. So this the message of the design is that a date with healing. That means you are getting ill, finally you'll be happy. You get that kind of scenario. So I use those color that what insinuates what I'm trying to pass to the audience. Like what I'm using that I don't just use that color because I like it. Let me see if there's another. There's another
Yeah,
design.
sorry. I thought that color is orange, not yellow.
Orange. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yes. Thank you for that. So now, if you take a look at this design here, I use a reddish pink. Is there pink? Is that is a pink? Is there pink over pink? Friendship, affectionate. Affect friendship, affection. You will notice something. You cannot see a guy, a male, that will go and put on a pink outfit. The question you ask the person that, are you a lady? The question that, are you a lady? Why will you go ahead to dress as if a female? Like a female. So the
Sorry,
reason why
excuse
I
me.
use This is why I use a reddish pink. This is why I use a reddish pink for this design, this berry design. It's because you know that this they even do the background. This is why I did this on Photoshop. This is why I use a reddish pink. Sorry for the break. The reason why I use a reddish pink, I also use a pink for this color. Is because of what? It's because of it is a lady. And as it is like that, it will give that feel. If you take a look at it, as I discussed with you about yesterday, the graphic design, that elements. Look at this butterfly. It's because she's a female. Not because I like that color. It's a female. If it's a guy like this, I might decide that no, I'm not using red. I'm not using pink. You see, I use a sunflower of a pink because this is a female. You get a kind of it's a female. So you are using those color has a meaning that the moment someone look at it like this, they're like, wow, this is for this. Someone look at it like this, that is for this. Look at this color, this one is for this. That is for this. That is for this. That is this is for this. And also I would love to make you my design. I'm I'm closing. I'm sorry for that because I'm closing someone and I'm also designing. So because people buy with emotions. Before he was going to just change his mind that he's not designing again, I will have just closed it. But people buy the moment of what they are feeling. So sorry for that little bit that I'm not giving. That I don't give it. I just want to type thank you for this offer. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Please pardon me. All right. So I'm asking.
Sorry, please, I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, you didn't include the color brown and purple in
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
hobby.
yeah.
Is there a reason
Color
for that?
brown, color brown, color purple. Even that purple of 18, is this kind of feminist, like for female. You can use it for a guy's. You can use it for you can use it for a guy. But I'm trying to let you know the feel of color that the well. Let me say I want to go to a design. What design should I search? Which design should I search for? Which design is that? Hold on. I want to try to make. I want to at least let you know what I'm trying to pass. They want it tomorrow evening. And I'm going to work tomorrow. Oh my French girl. Okay. I'm so sorry for this. I'm trying to look for. I'm just trying to look for what I can use to explain myself. I'm trying to look for what I can use to. Oh, sorry for that. Let me just quickly search what I'm searching for. Let me quickly get. Okay, perfect. This is what I'm trying to say. Brown has its own meaning. Purple has its own meaning. Now, if you take a look at this design now, this design. Take a look at this design. Take a look at this design. This design is a what? Is a is the most
Purple.
of the color is purple. You
Purple.
get me?
Yeah.
And it's not that this person. It's not that wait on. Sorry for that. Just just give me 10 seconds. All right. So I was saying, this person did just say that is just because I like this purple color. No, the person that is design use that purple color so that immediately if a guy if a guy if a guy take a look at this design, they'll quickly swipe and stroll away from it because the color is not drawing their attention to them because they are not the audience. You get me? But if it's for a female, wow, this is a purple. So this color of a thing, like you don't just use color because you like it, or you use it for a audience. I told you that for audience, 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 it has a meaning. So each color of the thing has I just want I just want to just break it down to just understand it. But along the way, that's why I said that the color is white. That color is white. And that has the let me check. Okay. Color is white. This one is also the part of the color. But before I talk about this one, this one is not something that is kind of important to you. But before I just go ahead to just talk about color wheel, is there anyone that has a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
When it comes to color, in a situation whereby you want to design for maybe a company and they give you their color that they want to use, are you supposed to use that color, or maybe can you suggest a better color for the design that will match their audience?
Yeah. God bless you. I will just I will just go ahead to show you. Let me go ahead to just show you my chart. I'm supposed to not do it, but I just want to just tell you that I'm doing what I'm saying. That is why I want to just show it to you. Now, when she gave me this design, when she gave me this design, when she gave me this design, this is the brief. This is the brief that she dropped. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
He said a date with healing. When she dropped this design, when she dropped this design, I asked her. I don't even can you see that message? I said, where I asked? I said, you have a color suggestion, or I should use what is best? Our question was what is best? But if we take a look at our profile picture, if we take a look at our picture, if we take a look at our picture, she used something related to red, meaning that she already know what she wants. I don't even get what I'm trying to say. Are you guys following me?
Yes, please.
Because our niche is about a sexual health educator. Health. You know, I'm talking of sexual, talking of health, talking of education.
That's
So
red.
red, red is a good color to fit into that design. Like red
Yes.
is a good color to fit into that design. You know that when she now gave me the design, this is the outcome of what I did. She as well, she not even bother questioning me that why did I use that orange color? Why did I use that red? Why did I use that black? This color complements each other. This color itself complements each other. And I don't just decided to just use the color because I just want to use it, but because it passed that message. But there are some clients that you have to what to enlighten that this color of your brand doesn't fit in. Use this kind of color. Use that kind of color. Don't just use this one. You get that kind of what I'm trying to say. But if they tell you that no, this is not what I prefer, I prefer. Let me see. I can't even find the name of the design. Let me try to use this one. Let me try to use that one. Let me try to use. But I don't know. I want to show you one design, but I can't find it. When she dropped the brief when she dropped the brief for me, she did not tell me the color I'm to use. And when I take a look at our design, the color of our design doesn't even the recent design she did doesn't even fit doesn't even fit doesn't even fit it at all. Doesn't even fit it at all. But I use purple for it. I don't what did I used to say that Let me see. Okay, I can't find it, but no problem, no problem. So because I decided to use that purple font, that purple alone passed the message. Why did I use purple? She's into all these people that are doing event planner,
Mm,
that are into planning of events.
mm.
Into event. So I decided to use a purple color for it. Purple. I use purple. I wish I can. I don't even
For
understand.
for royalty.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you. So if you're using a color like royalty, making like the way you're going to decorate everything. So if you are using a color for your design, you don't use the color because you like it. There are some times that I'll be given a color to use the 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 what is it called? The clients will give me a color to use, and the color has a meaning. Yeah, it has a meaning, but it will not be pleasing to my eyes. But that doesn't concern me. Oh. If it's not pleasing to my, it's not pleasing to my eyes. But it's pleasing to the audience. But I'll go ahead to use that color, and I'll still come up with that design. So that is that about color. Did that just answer your question?
Yes, please. 100%. Thank
All
you.
right, God bless you. Is there anyone that has a question related to?
Yeah, sorry, if I may to, just to add a bit of context, most corporate organizations, they have what we call brand guide, right? And those brand guides, they actually consult branding companies to come up with those brand guides, which includes the company's fonts, includes the company's colors, primary and secondary colors, not just one. There are dominant colors for the company, which are the primary colors, and there are also secondary colors that you can use to blend any design for the company. And those brand guys also go through series of approval, including the board's approval. So if a company is giving you a job, and they give you their brand guide, you cannot just assume the position, because now you cannot just assume the position of a decision maker to tell them this is the color that I think best suits your what you want to design. Take GTB, for instance. We know their primary color, and they want to do something like a party or something, and they say, design this thing for us. And you say, okay, because of this, we are giving you a blue. This is what portray what you want to do. And you use blue and matching colors with blue. At the end of the day, you are not just even undermining the management, you are undermining the board of directors. And I can assure you that you pay yourself. And you may even pay for their time that you wasted. So our instructor, please, I don't know if you've ever encountered a situation like this or the best way to manage and mitigate that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for this for the selection, and that's it. But there are some point that you have to just, if it's sometimes it's not, if you ask me, some of the design I post on my page are not those that is appealing. Why? Because the client or the brand decide that that's the color they just prefer to use. That's the color they prefer to use. But you have to just work with them. You don't do if you notice that it doesn't align with who you are, like you're like, I know I don't want to, you can try to say no, I'm not doing that. You are not, you're going to do the work. So as a designer, this is part of what you have to observe. All right, George want to say something.
In teaching your colors, I don't know, because this is theoretical. Words like tint,
What's like
words that are associated to color, like a tint of a color, a shade of a color. How you can have range, like monochrome, all those things that are related to color. Is it not in this course now? Because I'm seeing maybe if somebody comes like a novice, you don't have to know something about it when you are designing things.
All
When we are
right,
talking about color wheel.
and yes, that you can say I also want to talk about. I also said before I go to color wheel. That's why I tell you that is deep. That's why I tell you. That's why I told you that is deep. What I'm trying to say that. That's why I tell you that is deep. But I'm trying to break it down to what you can quickly grab. Sorry, I will.
No, my message is very clear. So I have to stop and listen to you.
Okay, okay, yeah. That's when I was when I was talking about it. You know, I made mention of this color that I'm used to touching. But that's why I told you that color is deep. There, I don't know if I remember the name of this website. This name of this website. This name of this is Adobe. Is it Adobe Color or whatsoever? This okay, yes. Is it, I don't know if it's Adobe Color. The reason why I'm not going that deep into all this thing is because I don't want you to just push in immediately. This website will help you as you are starting out. Where did I press now? As you are starting out as a graphic designer, yeah, color, yes, you can write it down. You can write it down so that you will not forget. It's called color.adobe.com. Color.adobe.com. So this can help you as you are coming up as a graphic designer now. Now, do you see this? You can see the complementing of all this color. Now, if you click on create, I don't know why this is, but don't let that waste our time. Maybe next time if I'm in another session, I will touch this. All right. So now to what you are saying, yes, this monocratic and just like that. I don't want to touch all those sides that is going to be complicated for you to understand. But I want to touch what or where that it will be easier for you to assimilate. That when you as well you decided to explore more, that basic knowledge will help you to navigate your way through it. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I do.
Now, if you take a look at it, generally, look at it. Primary color are what? Red, yellow, and blue. Secondary color, orange, green, violet. Tertiary color, blue, green, yellow, orange, blue, violet. Now, do you see all this thing? But if I'm trying to just talk about all this thing, it's been hard for you to assimilate. Like so, so that's why I don't want to just be going that kind of way. It's better I let you know the basic, but along the way, you yourself be able to understand it to get what I'm trying to say. So for the color wheel, I made mention of triadic, complementary color, and analogous color. Now, when I'm talking of triadic, why anyway? Let me brush it out for you. This one, when I think of try itself, I've already talking. It's the try. If you take like triadic itself is talking about what? It's talking about three. It's talking about three, like three colors. So let's say you want to create a design, and you're not sure of the kind of color you want to use for a design. But I to just pick just three color that is what that is not showing. I'm trying to copy it. That are beside each other, and we have not even do the practical like this. Oh, is should we should I propose? Should I you are you guys still with me or are you sleeping? What should, how should I?
Yes, proceed though. We are with you.
Working with you.
Okay, because we have spent more than an hour here.
We're
More
enjoying
than
the
an-
class.
yeah. if you take a look at color as well, there's hue as well. There's also saturation as well. So it's kind of deep. Now, thank God I find what I'm looking for. When I'm talking of triadic, you are talking of a color that are in triangle of each other. Three color, three of each color, three of each color. Now, for the color wheel, talking of triadic, that means you are going to draw a triangle. This red, this triangle from a red to blue, then the blue, what's opposite that blue is yellow. This you just create a triangle.
Yellow.
Yes, 1, 2, 3. Red, yellow, red, blue, yellow. And if you take a look at it, red, blue, yellow, they go in line with each other. They complement each other. So I'm glad I'm
Okay,
able to get that image. Do you see do you see this triangle over here now? What do you want to say?
okay, so must it be this particular wheel, like this color wheel, to form the triangle?
Yes, that's just that. Yes, that's the color. That's just the color that contains in the color wheel. This same triangle as it is, you can move it. When you move it, it's going to move from this. It's going to what's wrong with my yeah. So if we move this same triangle here down, let's say if we move it to this deep orange, I don't know color, but that doesn't. If we move it to this, if we move it to this, then after that, this one over here will be moved to this light green. Why this purple over here will move to this one, this deep blue.
Purple. Deep purple.
They are beside this purple. So that's that about triadic color. But it is important for you to know the meaning of color. So after triadic, there is complementary. Let's see if I can see what the image in color wheel. Let me put this in color wheel. Is there an image I can use to I don't see it. I don't see it. That's why I told you this complementary color of a thing is kind of deep. But it's supposed to have shown me like a triangle. Okay, let me use this. It's like this is okay. Let me use this one. This one's still up on it. This one's still up on it. It's taking time to load. Well, that one should not waste our time. But if we take a look at it, if you take a look at this arrow, when we're talking of complementary, we are talking of two colors. Look at it. This arrow here is facing down. Which color? This arrow that is facing red. Opposite of it is what? Which color can you see? Which color can you see, please?
Green.
Green. So if we choose a color that is opposite each other, the color that is opposite each other, that's complementary. That means you're using red on green. But if you ask me, it will not be easier for me to use red and green together to complement the design that I want to do. But I can still use this purple and yellow. This orange and this light blue still complement each other. I'm not saying that red and green do not complement each other. No, they complement each other. But if you look at if I want to vomit, if I want to create a design like this. So that's that about complementary. After complementary, we have analogous. But all these are just story. Do you want me to touch it? It's not something that it might even be important for you. But do you want me to touch it?
I'm raising my hand, though.
You said?
I'm raising my hand.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You are a teacher. And when you bring your personal sentiment into teaching, you impress a lot of people that they will just follow you and get, for example, red and green. You want to be neutral so that you let us know that it's complementary. And because of designing, we can go for it. Instead of remembering that my teacher used to say, somebody can vomit, oh, you run away.
Okay. I get your point. But I'm just trying to share my view, though. I'm trying to share my view. I'm trying to share my view so that you guys can. I'm trying to break it down. That's why I use family and all of that, so that you guys can understand it. And I also made mention, if we could recall, I said there are some color that I don't like, but I'll force myself to use that color for the client, for his audience or our audience, and still drop that design, even though I don't like that color. I don't know if you recall that I said that. Do you recall?
Yeah, please, I
Yes,
have
you
a
said that.
question.
Yes.
Please, I have a question.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so when are we supposed to use colors to like color a font, whether it's serif or a sans serif or decorative?
Color of a font.
Like,
That one I need to use.
sorry?
I don't get your question.
Like, in what occasion or in what situation are we supposed to use colored fonts? Like, where the font has color inside, and what type of color should we use?
All right. You are the one not getting it, but I'm going to explain. Now, if you take a look at the design here, I use red, black, and touch the background of touch of yellow. Why did I use this color? I use this color because it's referring to love, eventually the red. If you take a look at this design that you are seeing, red itself donates this color, this design, red. You can see red clearly. Even this kind of elements that I use, this kind of element, this kind of shining element, red. Now, what make me to use this color is because the message for that design is refers to what we call what? Love. The message is carry love. So then I'll go ahead to now use font, the font that will now portray the message for the design. That is why I use serif. Do you see? Serif
Yes,
dominates. So do you not get my question now? It's not because you use color for a text. No, you are using that color because it has the message that is going to pass. Then you now use a font that's going to pass the message as well. Do you get my? Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Because
Okay.
I was actually just looking at the background color, not the font color. So now I
You said you
understand.
actually what? You actually what?
I said I was actually looking at the background color of the flyer, like the
Of this
where
one.
the gold is, the background, the font. Okay, now I have another question. Um, if a company gives you a project or a deal, can you ask them the font, the whether there should be a colored font or not? Because some organizations don't just like it to be plain color, like white, like natural color. So yeah.
Okay. I get your point. I'll get your point. You can know that Patsy Igar also made mention of that question. But I want you to understand it this way. I want your perspective to change. There's nothing like a colored font. Not that a colored font. No, it's nothing like a colored font. You are using that color for the design because of the message you want the design to pass. There's nothing like color font, and you're using that font because is in complementary with the message that you want to pass to the audience. That about. There's nothing like color font. Now for brand, there are some brand that I work with. The brands I work with. What they told me is that I should use Montserrat all throughout for my design. Montserrat all throughout on my design. That is where that is where this thing comes up. That is where this font now comes in. Let me see if I can show you one of the design. Do I have any of the design here? All right, let me use this one. Let me use this one for one of the design. Now, if you take a look at this is one of the design. If you take a look at their design right here, the font I use is just one font. They told us that anything we are doing, whatever we are doing, we are to use a font. And I'm going to work tomorrow. I'll have to leave home early. This is okay. Let me just sacrifice this for you guys to understand my points. Let me just sacrifice it. So now, this brand I'm working with, what they told me that I'm to use Montserrat, either I want to communicate the message, or I don't. I want to I have to just use Montserrat all throughout. Montserrat fonts. This is Montserrat fonts. This is its Montserrat. Montserrat font all throughout. So if I'm using the Montserrat font, if I want to make it, I will make sure that this extra bold will carry this bolder font will carry the main message in the design. EHS are hazard risk, while the rest of it carry the lighter of it. So there are some brands that will tell you the kind of fonts that they want you to use, and which you have to follow. You can if this font is not going to work out to what they asked me to do, I will say no, or I will try to enlighten them before I go ahead to use it. And if they do not get me, I will still go ahead to just do it. Or when I say that no, I'm not working with them. There are some people that it's not everybody's not your client, so everybody's not your audience. Did I answer your question?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So let's continue. So when I'm talking of we stop at complementary. We stop at complementary. So the next one is analogous. 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 Let me go back to it. So what is it trying to say? This is it. He said it's what the meaning of that analogous in color wheel that you are using three colors that are beside each other. 1, 2, 3. Do you see? You can see the sign of this of the circle. Three colors that are beside each other. Maybe you go with green, this green, light green. So three colors. I don't know if you get me. Do you get what I'm explanation? Like three colors that are beside each other. Three colors that are beside each other. That is what you are using. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? There's this another one again. Do you see three colors that are beside each other? 1, 2, 3. Either by the left to the right, or by the right to the right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's that about analogous. Do you guys get me?
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
the last one is tetrahedric. Let me see if tetrahedric. Did I get a pronunciation? Yeah, tetrahedric. Tetra in any of you that study chemistry or whatever. Tetra, that's 4. Do you see the illustration? You draw a rectangular shape. It's a rectangular shape that has 4 edges to choose the color. Do you see? Just like this one over here, say blue, green, orange, red. If you go ahead to rotate it again, there's a way it's going to pick the color. So that is that about the tetrahedric in that color. So that's what I want to touch about color. Do you guys have any question before we quickly go to the practical design I want to do?
Yes.
Sorry, please, I didn't
I
get
am
the
ready.
complimentary.
I'm
My network went off.
The
raising
complementary color that are opposite each other. Color that are opposite each other. Color that are opposite. Now let me
Doing a straight
where's the
line.
color? Now yes, a straight line. Now what is the color that is opposite of this red? This red color. What color
Green,
is opposite?
green,
What? Yes, that's
green.
complementary. That's the meaning of
Okay.
complementary. Two
Okay, I
colors.
have a question. So when do we use these types of colors? When do we use a triangle color complementary? Like in what situation do we use these colors to guide us or to attract audience rather?
Okay. Now, see if you take a look at most of this, most of this color like this, the main important, what is important in it? What is important? The main important of it, of this. I'm just telling you all this theory because we are starting out. What is important? What is necessary for you to observe is to know the meaning of this color that you want to use and what kind of audience will this color fit in. That is what is important. It is not how you use tetrahedric. it's not it is not how you use complementary. It's just now it is I just want to just let you to like to have that idea so that maybe when you are in our audience or when I'm in a room when they are discussing about what is tetrahedric in color wheel and analogous complementary, you're able to at least have that knowledge of it. It is not be new to you. What is important is the audience. Who are the audience? And also choose the color that has the meaning that will pass the message to the audience. That is why this definition of color. Can someone read this for us again? The definition of this color in graphics.
Is the visual element that is used to convey a message, invoked feelings, and influence the audience.
So this meaning is what you have to focus on if you are creating your design, even if you are choosing a color for a brand. Did I answer your question?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'm raising my hand, though.
You said
George is raising. I'm raising my hand.
go ahead.
In your color management, rainbow color, no doubt, is very beautiful when you see it. You are in the practical world. You are training us now, teaching us. What is the implication of in color separation? If you decide to use a lot of color, it may not make your graphic design cheaper because of color separation. What type of advice are you going to give us? When you
I don't get that question. I don't get that question. Can you please repeat?
What I'm saying is that in the printing world, because we are not doing printing now, we are designing. And if we design and we didn't control color, I will use color like a rainbow color. It will make
For your design, for your printing.
for our design. It may make the design or the product more expensive. I want you to comment on that. If you are preparing, if you are designing something for our client.
Like that. Look at this design now. This design has many color, right?
Yeah, this
I've
for
seen it.
children. This for age 3
So
to
like if you want to print out something like this, I don't get your question though.
What I'm saying is,
It's
there
saying it's
there are
question is
times when color overlaps one another. It produces the third one, and it makes the work very simple. You use cheaper color and you get more than using more color. And when you are separating the plate, that work becomes very expensive. Maybe
That
your
like
client will
yes. I get what you are trying to say. I get what you are trying to say. That is the work of those printing it. There's this 2 hour machine. I've seen someone that print out with 2 hour machine with different color, and it come out as if you use a DI printing to do it. So it is how that means you yourself you have to find a way to learn how they did it. It's not about they use because of use multiple color. So you have to find a way to learn how to able to print out the flyer for your client. So that's just what I'm going to talk about that.
please.
Now, if we take a look at this design that you are seeing, you notice that it has multiple colors. Now, I want you to add this thing to your notes. Add this thing to your notes. Your design, if you are creating a design, the maximum color, the maximum color. You said
That's the question I was about to ask. The maximum color to use.
yes. The maximum color you have to use for you that are starting as a graphic designer is 3. It is 3. 3 colors. 3 colors. Maximum of 3 colors. Let me see if this color. Let me see if I make use of this color. This color. Now. Okay. Now, if you take a look at this, it's not giving it. I'm trying to make use of this analogous that's choosing a color that's like 1, 2, 3, violet, red, violet, green. Anyway, The maximum color you are to use, it is 3. If we use more than 3, your design will not, we turn to Bala blue. We turn to Bala blue. And the minimum color you can use is what? Is either 1 or 2. 1 or 2. What I'm not just glad I'm not able to get this the design I want to show you. I'm not happy I'm not able to get. I will have show you what I'm trying to. Okay, now let me this lady. Thank God. Let me show you this lady design. Hold on. You notice that what I use here is just one color, but in different shades of hue and saturation. That's why I told you that this color of the thing is deep. But I'll just let you know the basic. Why is this one taking our time? Now, if you take a look at that design that I did for that children, now children like plenty colors. They like colors, too much of plenty of colors that is going to draw their attention. Yes, because they are kids. That is why I use that different kind of colors to outline what the person is into. That is another thing for you to understand. So if you are creating, let me search for, let me go to Pinterest and search for, let me search for children, let me search for children flyer design. Let me see if it's going to show you what I'm trying to say. Let me see if it's going to show me what I'm trying to let you guys understand. This one, as it's taking time to load, let me go back to this. Now, if you take a look at this design, I use one color, which is purple, and the other color that you can see apart from it is what? It is white. It is not black. I will show you why it's not black. What's happening to Pinterest? It's not black. I will show you why it's not black. Why is Pinterest doing like this? Okay, children. Okay, I'll show some children. Black. I will show you why. Let's show you why. Now let's say it's purple. Let's say it's purple now. This one is purple. Let me delete this. This is purple. This is purple, as you can see. But that same of it again. This one too is also purple, as you can see. This one also is also what? Is also purple. But what happened? What happened?
The shade of
what
purple.
happened here that you can see? The thickness. Let me even duplicate this one again. Let me duplicate this one. Let me duplicate it. Let me duplicate this again. Do you see? It's also what? It's also purple. It's also purple. What I just did here now that I will show you is in the category of hue and saturation. It's in category of hue and saturation. Hue and let me spell it for hue.
Spell it, yeah.
Hue and saturation. And I said I don't want to go deep into it. Hue and saturation. Hue and saturation. So it is not black. It is a deep.
Hue.
Okay, it is not black.
It is a deep.
Hue is H-U-E.
H-U-E or H-U-E.
H-U-E.
H-U-E. Any.
Yes.
Thank you for the correction. But even though let's say if I made it, I mean H-U, if I H-E-U, if I press it.
I think that spelling was correct.
Eh? If I should state,
The
do you
first
see?
spelling correct.
Yeah. You see, I made a mistake by writing H-E-U. But if I should go ahead to type it on Google corrects this for me. H-U-E.
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 Yes.
Now to what I'm trying to say. You can so as I was saying, it's not black. Do you see that? It's not black. Deep
Okay.
deep purple
Very deep. Oh,
and the lighter one. So and you notice that who can tell me where is it again? Where is art to art? Where is the design? Where are you? Now, how many colors did I use in this design?
2.
What and what?
Purple and white.
Perfect. Purple and white. Even I, as a professional graphic designer, I did not use more than 2 colors. I just use purple and white. Then I've used the hue and saturation for the deeper, the lighter. You notice that this one over here is light. So if you take a look at purple, purple also resonates to what we call art. Art.
Mm.
So your color, she's more than choose this color actually for herself, then I still go in line with it because it still communicates that message. Now, if we now take a look at this design now, it's a harmony flow music within the age of 3 to 18. 3 to 18. Do you see? Can you take a look at it?
Yeah.
I use different shade of. I use purple. I use yellow. I use green. I use pink because it's children, and the way I use that color is not even showing as if I'm using rainbow color for my design. So if you are creating a design, make sure that your design pass that message with the use of that color. So that's that about principle of design. Principle of design. So, do you guys have any question? Can we still create a design to showcase how we apply principle of design this night like this? Is in your
Time
hands.
has gone. Time has gone.
You said?
I said time has gone.
Yeah. How many of us even left? That's it. 12. All right. So this is it. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. The next class, before I go ahead to teach you what am I having for the next class? What am I having for the next class? I type it out. For the next class will be tools basic. Yes, 5 formats. And it is okay. We're also redesigning a social media post. Okay, so next class we are going to create a design. We are going to use both Canva. We can even use Pixel Lab as well if there's still time, and also can also use Photoshop to create a simple design. So your assignment. What should be your assignments? I'm supposed to give you plenty of assignments because okay, so this is your assignment. This is your assignment. You are going to go to YouTube and watch a video for you to understand what is color in graphic design. Understanding color in graphic design. Because I did not touch that deep. So that's your assignment. Your assignment is for you and it's for you to grow. The assignment is for you and it's for you to grow. You get me? And again, the second assignment is that you are going to I've already show you the website to get font. I've already show you that font. So you are going to like an image of fonts.
Huh?
An image. Let me type it. Images of fonts. Then you are going to now indicate which of it is serif, sans serif, decorative. What other one again? Script. You are going to indicate it.
Sorry, I don't understand. Is it that we'll go to the fonts.com?
Okay, no, do it this way. Go to Google or go to Pinterest, screenshot a design that shows screenshot a design and you indicate where they use sans serif, serif, decorative font, and script font. Each of it will be three for each, three design each. Three designs. Let's say this is your first design over here. This is my first design over here. I'll screenshot it. Pshing. The font that is used for this heading is what? Is sans serif. That's number one. Another design again, screenshot it or download it. Indicates the font that was used for the heading is what? Sans serif. You do that for what? You do that for serif, sans serif, and the rest of it. Did I make myself clear?
That is three
And
per
please,
one.
how
Abi?
do we indicate it?
You
You
can
write it now. You write it on that.
yes, God bless you. Like
Write it
maybe
on. What if they are different? What if they are different font, like sans serif,
you can look
serif?
at it. This thing is not hard now. Look at
When
this
you
design.
download it, you rename it. The whether sans serif, serif, script, and when you are attaching it to the assignment, it will show
No,
as
I
the
don't
name of
think you
the.
understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying in a design, there can be different fonts.
Perfect.
So
So this,
Yes.
but
yes,
I'm telling you what. Excuse me, please. What I'm telling you is that this design of a thing, this is a design. This is one design. I will not repeat it for the other design. I will just only indicate that the font that was used for the wedding, it is serif font, and I'll put it down. That's number one. I'll go into another
okay.
design for sans serif. Do you get me now?
Okay, you just state the actual word that was used, the sentence.
Yes. Then you use
Okay.
it for just one of it. And lastly, you go and write. What English can I even use? Is it write extensively? I mean, write is usually okay. So you write about like explain yourself what you understand by typography. So before
How
Wednesday,
many pages? How many pages?
what's the correct English? Extensively, what's the English they use like?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Extensively.
yes, so
Explain vividly
it,
what
it
you
can
understand by typography. Explain
yes.
vividly.
You know that
Please, can
typography
you
has
post it?
branches.
Please, can you post it on the Telegram group so that
Someone should
for us?
snap it. You can snap it and drop it. I cannot do that. You can snap it and drop it in the group. Hold on. I'll come and address it. Let me see. So don't forget, typography has branches. It has
Yes.
branches. You don't go and just tell me the definition of typography. If let me tell you something, if you discipline yourself enough to do the assignment, it will stretch the muscle of your brain to understand the principle of design, so that whenever you now started designing, it will be easier for you to break down how to design. That is what make a good designer. But it's left to you. So there's time for you to so maybe you can use a whole 60 leaves to write about typography, but at least but this is what I would advise you to do. For that typography, if you can write it in your notes, then take the picture. Maybe it's 2 pages or 3 pages. You write it in your notes, you snap it, then you drop it in the group so I can read it. And if you can type it out,
What if? Mhm.
or you can use your Google Notes, whatever. Just make sure you are able to see the typography. So that's that about that. So how many assignments did I give you? I just give you just three assignments alone.
Mm.
All right, God bless you. So this is what I'm to say. For you to not forget the question that you have in mind as the class is going on, just go to the Telegram group and drop it there immediately. So after the class, then I'll go ahead to address it. All right, so that's all for tonight.
All right, thank you all so much. Please just drop your questions in the Telegram if you have any, so that others can go to bed. Good night. Thank you.